everybody, it's me, Miana, aka Mimi, coming back to you again on my third video. Now, I didn't post yesterday because I was really busy. I have a personal life as well, y'all should understand. So I want to come with y'all today, story time. I want to have a story time. A lot of people question how I was raised, and it's some personal things I'm going to share, like just a little bit. So I'm gonna start by, I was raised by a single parent mother. Some people that might be watching might know, because some people that are watching this follows me on my social media that 10 times out of 10 I know. So I'm just coming with a video pretty much talking about how I was raised. You know, I was raised by a single parent mother. My father wasn't in my life. And, you know, a lot of people would question me, how do I feel about that? And I never really can give anybody a real answer on that question, because I was always just so used to just my mother. So, you know, my father just passed away last year, and I didn't even know him. So when I first met my father, I was 14 years old. And literally I met him by my sisters telling him that I was just at their house. Now, I said my sisters. My mom only had me and my little sister. But on my father's side, I have older sisters. And I met my older sisters when I was like 13. Around like 12, 13. And I found out about them by my mom just pretty much throwing it at me. I never knew I had siblings. I was the only child for like 13 years before my mom had my sister. So pretty much I played by myself, you know. I did pretty much everything by myself. My mom tried to keep me active as possible. So I did a lot of sports. I was very active. I was very musically talented, so I was good with instruments. I was teaching people how to drum. I was making beats for people. I was pretty much doing a lot of everything. And my mom supported that and everything, because all it was just me until my little sister came. So when my mom told me I had sisters, I was around like 12, and my birthday was coming up, so then I ended up turning 13 when I actually met them. And when I met my sisters, yeah, of course it was like awkward, because, you know, all my life I just thought it was just me. I always wondered why my mom kept them from me, but she told me that the reason why she kept them from me is because she didn't think that I would ever meet them. And I just felt as, even though I was never going to meet them, maybe it would have just been good to at least let me know I actually had some siblings. But then again, I didn't really care much if she did tell me or not. I enjoyed being the only child for a long time, but then once I found out I was the baby, that was just a plus. I was the baby girl in that on his side of the family. So, you know, when I first met my sisters, they made me feel very welcome. You know, they did. You bought me some skates, took me skating, you know, bought all this food and snacks, just so I can feel good and let them know that they really care about me actually meeting them. And due time of us knowing each other, we made a conclusion of me staying the night there like every weekend. And it had to be agreed by me and my mother, and I told her I felt comfortable, so we made that like a every weekend thing until they did a slick one. And when I say a slick one, I mean one of those weekends I ended up staying a night at my sister's house, and they, I guess, told my biological father that I was there. So it was just one of those type of moments. We were all chilling and, you know, relaxing, and this man just happened to come through the door. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I didn't know nothing about him. I didn't know what I was like, who was just coming in their home. And then he just, you know, I told my sisters, hey, you know, some dude is in your house and whatever. They was like, oh, hold, let me check. Funny how they were just playing it off, like, oh, let me go check. Like, they didn't know that he was going to show. But it's all cool, though. Maybe, I don't know what was their point of it, but, you know, he came upstairs and then he just came up to me. He was just like, oh, my God, give me a hug. So, you, Chris, I'm just looking like, okay, who the fuck are you? You feel what I'm saying? Because this random dude just walk up into their room talking about some, hey, give me a hug. I don't know you from a can of paint and you want to be me hugging you. Let alone, I don't like to be touched. And everybody seems to know that. I'm very, you know, I don't have a problem hugging people, but if I don't know you, I'm very standard. So he happened to, you know, give me a hug. He want to start taking pictures. He talking about something. I want to thank your mom for letting me even meet you. Let alone, I'm just like so confused altogether because I'm just like, you know, who are you? Finally, he tells me, oh, I'm your father. And I'm just like, in my eyes, I knew that I probably had a father because I know for damn sure my mom didn't just make me by herself, of course. I know that she had to do something to make me. Nobody is stupid. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know the real deal. But I just never really cared because I felt as if he really wanted to be in my life, he would have been there since I was born. And he would have really pushed himself to be a father towards me and to really fight to be in my life. That he did not do. So I feel as if you can't fight for your child, why does it matter to give you my attention? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, watching my mom struggle to raise me, even though she did it all, I had everything in the book. Everything. Like every name brand clothes, every electronic device. I had a nice roof over my head, a nice little house. I was in a good school, and she was paying for it. You know, she did everything she could to make sure I had, and to make sure that I never had to want for nothing, even if it had to do of taking money for the clothes that she needed to wear. She would wear holy clothes before she would ever let me wear some sloppy shoes. You know what I'm saying? My mom did everything she can as a mother. Now, was me and my mother's relationship perfect when I was younger? No. That's a story I'm going to get into, you know, in due time. I'm only going to share a story at a time with you guys. Well, we will get into that story soon. It'll be soon, but not too soon. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I want to stick into the story of what I'm saying now. You know, since then, you know, me being raised by my single mother, you know, now, like I said in the beginning before, I said that my father passed away last year. And a lot of people was asking me, you know, a lot of people has been asking me this, how do I feel about him dying? And do I have any type of emotions? To be honest, at first, when I found out he died, I didn't have any type of emotions. Why? Because I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him at all. And, like, the last time I ever speak to him, like, verbally, like, just actually having conversation with him, he was telling me to run away from my mother's house and steal money from her so I can just stay with him. And I didn't know him from a can of paint. And whoever tells their daughter that is literally 13 years old to run away from home 3 o'clock in the morning, that just shows the respect that you not have for my mother, but you don't have no respect for me at all. You don't really care. So, am I upset now? I mean, I'm not going to say I'm upset now, but then again, it's bittersweet. Because am I upset of him dying? No. But then I'm frustrated because I at the time I had so much opportunity. I could have talked to him, but I just wasn't ready. And I waited because I thought I had time. And now it's like he's gone. So I can't even ask the questions that I really wanted to ask him because I had a lot to ask him. Because, you know, hello, you was never in my life. And then all of a sudden you just want to reappear and start saying, oh, my daughter. And the craziest thing about it, he didn't reappear. He had some random woman say that she's his wife, talking about he misses me, he loves me. How you miss and love somebody and you don't know them? So it's just like, it's like a lot with this situation for me to handle, because it's like I never ever had a father in my life. And I never said I never wished to have a father. I mean, it's kind of hard to walk around these streets and see a lot of my friends and a lot of people just acknowledge their dad and just, oh, my dad is the best. And I never really had that. My mom was literally my mom and dad. So she did the best that she could. But it would have been nice to really have a male figure in my life. It was certain guys that tried to be a male figure in my life, but it wasn't genuine. It wasn't the same than actually having my blood father. So I have a piece that's missing that was in my life, and that was actually a father. But, I learned to deal with that and overcome that. But I just wish that I could have had that opportunity to really ask the questions that I want and to see if I could try to find a way to build something with him. But it's obviously too late for that. And, it is what it is. At the end of the day, my mom did a great job when it comes to me, and I appreciate my mom to death, and I love her to death. So I just tell people now, you have a mom, you need to love her. If you have a good mom, this is going for the people that have good moms. If you got a good mom, love her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to have a good mom. I know a lot of people that's moms that's not good and was never there for their kid. And my mom really bent over backwards for me. And I extremely appreciate that 100%. But, I'm about to end this story time with y'all. So I want y'all to just like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and for real, subscribe to me, get to know me a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Don't be scared, don't be shy, I don't bite, I'm really cool. And I really would like to get to know you guys too and build a friendship and a family with you guys. So make sure y'all just like, comment, subscribe, okay? Peace.